very comfortable being in that ambience. Try to emerge the atmosphere of Madhuban. Make it very vivid. That pure sacred space. And try to feel Baba's presence. Bab Dada, both Brahma Baba and Shiv Baba. And it is 1932, where all Dadis were present. Try to emerge your subtle form in front of Baba. And whatever subtle form you hold, Baba engages with through that subtle form to you. Baba is engaging with that subtle form of yours. Your angelic form transcends not only the space, the physical location, but also it can transcend the time. Try to transcend the space and time, emerge in your subtle form, angelic form, in front of Baba, in that meditation hall, before Bab Dada, and try to feel every word Baba is expressing. Try to feel the energy, try to feel the love. And Baba is enriching that subtle body of yours. All the children have reached Madhuban in their subtle form with the power of their remembrance. Remembrance means awareness. Remembrance also has a component of experience. Each child has the pure thought to celebrate a meeting, Milan. Bab Dada is very pleased to see all the children because he knows the speciality of every child. Each child is playing his own special part on the basis of that speciality. The newness of Brahmin souls and the Brahmin family is that not a single Brahmin soul is ordinary or without a speciality. All Brahmins have a unique birth and are thus unique. This is why all of you are unique. That is due to one or another speciality. You're all special souls. Try to acknowledge, try to recognize your own uniqueness that Baba recognizes in you, that makes you a Brahmin. The honesty, the purity, the deep love for Baba. You have the uniqueness of your speciality. This is why Bab Dada is proud of you children. All of you are special souls. In the same way, do you consider yourselves to have the intoxication of your unique birth, your uniqueness, your spirituality, and of being a master, almighty authority. Nasha of unique birth, your uniqueness, your ruhaniyat, and being master, almighty authority. This nasha is such that it finishes all kinds of weaknesses. Therefore, the main way to bid farewell, vidai, to all weaknesses for all times is to give badhai, congratulate yourself and everyone else for the special part of being special confluence age soul. So, in other words, how do you let go of your weakness? You recognize your uniqueness and you stay in that nasha, and that's how you let go of the weakness. Therefore, the main way to bid farewell to all weakness for all time is to congratulate yourself and everyone else for the special part of being special confluence aged soul. What do you do when it is a special day or when someone accomplishes a special task? You congratulate that person, do you not? You give congratulation to one another. Every day of the confluence age is a special day in the whole cycle, and you are the special actors of the special age. This is why every action of special soul is unique. That is, every action is special. Therefore, constantly congratulate one another and also congratulate yourself. When you give congratulations, you will automatically bid farewell. So, remember the essence of this double foreigner seasons as you have to constantly bid farewell by congratulating. Vidai by giving yourself badai. You have come here especially to bid farewell and to congratulate. Therefore, constantly remember the two words, vidai and badai. Farewell and congratulate. It isn't that you still have to bid farewell. You have already bid farewell. To come to the land of blessing, Varadhani Dham, the land of blessing, means to bid farewell to the weakness for all time. You burn the effigy of Ravan, but the progeny of Ravan come to claim their rights. In your corporeal world, when someone with a lot of property dies, all his long lost relatives emerge from nowhere. In the same way, you kill Ravan, but sometimes become weak in destroying his progeny that come to claim their right. The traces of lust, anger, greed, attachment, and ego make you belong to them in the gross form, in a very royal way. For instance, the trace of greed takes the form of the need. They say, I don't have greed, but I need everything. However, there are limits to one's needs. If someone's needs become unlimited, bigger, that then becomes a trace of greed. In the same way, there isn't the vice of lust. The soul is constantly celibate. But There may be special subservient to a particular soul, and that is a royal form of love. However, that extra love means a trace of lust. Love by itself is right, but anything extra is a trace. Similarly, if you have conquered anger, but when you see a particular sanskar of a soul, you yourself come down from your stage of embodiment of knowledge and try to move away from that soul. This is because your stage fluctuates. When you see that soul or come into contact with him, trying to move away from someone on seeing their nature is a form of dislike. And that is also a trace of anger. Just as you stay away from the fire of anger so that you don't burn. So this subtle dislike that makes you move away is also like a trace of the fire of anger. The royal words used for this are, instead of my stage being spoiled, it is better for me to move away. To become detached is one thing, but moving away is something else. It is right to be loving and remain detached. However, to have a subtle form of dislike feeling, this one is like that, he is never going to change, he's cursing that soul in a subtle way for all time. Remain safe, but don't give that soul a final certificate. In the same way, while seeing everyone's speciality, whilst having good wishes and pure feeling for all souls, bid farewell to these traces. Don't let go of your elevated good wishes and pure feelings. In trying to protect yourself, don't protect yourself by making other souls fall. To dislike someone is like that soul fall. It is not a speciality of Brahmin to protect themselves by making others fall. Protect yourself and also others. This is known as becoming special and seeing speciality. Whilst you move along, these little things take on two forms. One is of hopelessness and other is of carelessness. Therefore, now, in order to bid farewell to all traces of Ravan for all times, bid farewell to both of these forms and constantly see in yourself the speciality you have been given by Baba. What are the two forms? To bid farewell, hopelessness and carelessness. Don't think that it is your speciality, but a speciality that you have been given by Baba. It is, if you consider it to be your speciality, the traces of arrogance will develop. Why wasn't my specialty used? They don't know my specialty at all. Where did mine come from? The special gift of the special life is to have a speciality. The bestower of life has given you this gift. Where did mine come from? My specialty, my nature, my heart says, or my heart feels. It is not mine, but a form of worry. You all say, worry, hurry, and curry. Do you understand? Finish this trace and constantly see the speciality that you yourself have and those of others have, which been given by Baba. This means constantly congratulate yourself and others. Have you understood all the traces? So, what is the trace of attachment? Have we not yet become destroyer of attachment? Nastamoha? Acha? The royal form of attachment is that you like certain people and things. I like this or that thing. I don't have attachment, but I like it. If you like people and things, then, like everyone and everything, you should like clothes with patches as well as beautiful clothes. You should like 36 variety of food and also like dry chapatis and molas. You should like everything and everyone. It shouldn't be that you like some people more than others or that you like something more than others. Do not use anything with this misunderstanding, right? Do not use anything with this kind of understanding. So, treat everything equally. Food, people, things, no change, right? If it is medicine, then take it as a medicine. Don't eat it because you like it so much. To like something means to have an attraction to it. Therefore, this is a trace of attachment. Attraction is a trace of attachment. Eat, drink, and be merry. Khao, piyo, mauj karo. But bid farewell to all traces because bid farewell to all traces and become detached and loving whilst experimenting with everything. Do you understand? All types of facilities for all types of attainments have been created in Bapdada's treasure store. Eat plenty, but eat with Baba. Don't eat by yourself. By eating with the Father and enjoying yourself with the Father, you will automatically remain constantly within the line and in the cottage that is free from sorrow, where no trace of Ravan can enter. So, what is the yukti? Eat as much as you want, but eat with Baba. Eat, drink, and be merry, but do everything while remaining within the line and with Baba. Then you won't find anything difficult. You will experience everything as entertainment. Do you understand what you have to do? Constantly entertain yourself. Acha, have the double foreigners understood the way they have to entertain themselves constantly. You don't find this difficult, do you? Sit with the Father and nothing will be difficult. You will experience every moment to be entertainment. There will constantly be words of congratulations for yourself and others at every second. Therefore, you are going to go back from here having bid farewell, are you not? You will not take anything back with you, will you? Bid farewell to all traces and give yourself congratulations before you go. Are all of you double foreigners ready for this? Acha. Bab Dada is also congratulating those who bid farewell for all times. Multi-million fold congratulations for having bid farewell. Acha. To those who are constantly man manaba, That is, to those who keep themselves entertained, to those who constantly experience their world to be of one Baba, to the special souls who constantly see such specialities. Bhagavata's love, remembrance, and namaste. Beautiful Murli. Baba is bringing more clarity to the subtle versions of five vices. Baba is also giving how it gets manifested in the form of hopelessness and carelessness. And Baba is also giving a middle path where you're not deprived of any basic needs, but at the same time, enjoy every bit of it that comes, but enjoy with Baba. That keeps you within that code of conduct, within that boundaries, safe in that Ashok Vatika. So give farewell to all the weakness and congratulate yourself. Stay in the nasha of your own uniqueness and keep rediscovering yourself by staying in Baba's company. So beautiful Murli. Let's take a couple of minutes to soak in. Try to recognize your own uniqueness. Try to feel that uniqueness within yourself and make yourself very comfortable being your special self. The one who has recognized the invisible one. The one who can resonate with Baba's love, accept Baba's love, try to recognize your uniqueness. Your speciality. To enjoy Baba's company. Even though Baba is there for everyone, not everyone is able to enjoy Baba's company. Try to acknowledge that unique specialty that brings all other virtues and powers. Ability to resonate with Baba, ability to feel Baba's love and light, and ability to enjoy Baba's company. Being in Baba's love, and your unique ability to stay put in that pure awareness, that loving awareness of Baba. Being in love of the one Father, allowing Baba to love you, being loved, and loving Baba. And observe how naturally you can experience your own lightness. You can become very subtle in your body of light, naturally angelic, becoming very effortless in being who you are, just by being with Baba. Observe your heart becoming very light, free from any longings and wantings and needs. Your heart full and content. Free from any attractions and distractions, likings and dislikes. Naturally detached and very graceful and loving. Just allow Baba's nature to emerge within you. Baba is my father. His sanskaras are within me just by remembering Baba. His sanskaras comes alive within me. Making you Master Almighty Authority. Emerging God's power within you because you're God's child. Just allowing what's within you to emerge. Oh, Shanti, Shanti. It's a beautiful Murli. What resonated with you, resonated from this Murli. Feel free to unmute yourself and share your thoughts.
Om Shanti Harshada.
Om Shanti, Vijay.
You really very well said. It's such a short Murli, but so many things really one could get. See, Baba just speaks about two words. He just says Bidai and Badai. But if you see in that, so many things he has mentioned. He is saying no need to go on bid farewell. Come, just three words I think I could get from the Murli. Come, see, finish. Come to Madhuban. When you've come to Madhuban itself, it's like farewell. All weaknesses have gone. And then he says, see. What you have to see? The specialities. See the specialities. And then he says, finish, gone. Everything is finished. I like the way, if you see the crux of it, only that's there in this whole Murli. But the way he has given like Of course, I have a question on this lust and royal form of love, which Baba has really not. He has made it in very short. He has explained about that royal and love, but I like the way he has traced about anger. If you just see even the paragraph or what Baba mentions in the anger part, he first says about, if you see about anger, earlier I remember when Baba used to say of anger, if he says, if you get anger, ignore, leave that place. But here Baba says, no, even that is wrong. Leaving a place, disliking a person is also no, that what is that one word
Anger
Baba is saying? Something
is a
he
trace
speaks
of.
detached.
Mm,
Detached, okay, but no dislike.
mm,
So even a little, if it's detached, but if there is a dislike in it, then traces of it will remain. So even in that anger, when you move away, he's saying that's what they always tell us. When you're anger, you either stop, drink some water, or move away from that place. Like it's like being safe. But Baba saying, okay, safe is fine, but don't give that person a certificate. Go, have good wishes and have pure feelings. I don't know. I found this question on anger management, which he has given a much more detailed kind of thing. And then how he goes to that anger, and I think so well he just linked it to arrogance by just that one word, mind, mind. I think I really would love to go through back that paragraph and read how Baba links anger, maybe arrogance. But the whole Murli, there's only one thing extra. No extra need, greed. No extra love, lust. No extra uh, uh, thing in moving away and all anger. No extra like attachment. So this word no extra, it's really very beautiful, I think, to understand things. Om Shanti.
really beautiful, and especially the when you're talking about the lust, and Baba says like there is this word subservient is a word that we I think in Hindi the word that is used is lagao jukao, like a pull and push, uh, because you like someone, right? And that is a version of love. And if you look a little deeper, right, the modern day psychology, which is backed by Sigmund Freud, he drives everything out of that libido that especially when mother gives birth to a child, her body is pumped with oxytocins and all of these good hormones which builds the sense of belonging, right? And they use this word called cuddle hormone, which is like, yeah, make mother very close to the child, and child feels very sense of belongings closely connected to the mother. There is this bonding that builds because of this oxytocin, which is more of a cuddle hormone, which is what becomes the basis of modern day psychology. And they say that in order for you to experience the sense of belonging and love, you always long for that thing. And that is another version of lust. So Baba takes it to the next level. He pushes it to the next level. Says that, look, just allowing that instinct to you feel that sense of fulfillment by being in the presence of somebody else, and that creates this sense of longing, wanting, needing, pushing, pulling, and all that thing goes into this. So Baba
But
takes it.
Harshabai,
Hmm.
how can that extra love be lust? I told you I have a question. That one sentence of Baba hit me. How can extra love be lust? And Baba is saying love is right, but anything extra is lust. Can you tell me? Because lust is a very, very extreme word to use for an extra love, I feel. Could you just throw some clarification on what Baba means here?
No, if you actually see, immediately Baba said, love by itself is right. But anything extra is a trace, right? Like extra in a sense, that too, it is a royal form, right? So you are not longing to hug or any of those physical things, but there is a subtle form that, oh, this person, I feel good when that person is around. Boom, that itself is like, okay, it is a subtle trace actually, right? In fact, souls are always there, Baba is always there. And if, in other words, see, there is nothing wrong with, if there is nothing wrong with any of these five vices, in fact. All of these five vices protects your ego, right? And there is nothing wrong with ego either. Ego is nothing but your sense of self. But what Baba says is, look, your sense of self, when it is made up of limited experiences, the experiences that comes from when you're born, comes experiences that comes from being close to your mother or brother, or experiences that comes from somebody saying something nice about you, or some sense of achievement in this limited world, that limits you or stops you from being who you are eternally. So that is a problem. So all that Baba is trying to do is free ourselves from that limited sense of self, which is ego, by pushing our limits to try to fulfill all these needs, not at a physical realm, but step up. And that is all soul consciousness is all about. Step up, and you will get everything that you need from me. And that is what all Baba is trying to say, right? So, in other words, in this physical realm, when we try to protect, defend, fulfill ourselves from anything from this physical realm, it is a trap. So all Baba is trying to say is like, guys, step up. Now is the time to go back home. Now is the time to step up. Now is the time to tap into your true power. And it is not just good to have, it is the need of the hour. And you are the ancestor souls. You have to step up. You have to create that powerful atmosphere, not in the soul world, not in the subtle world, but here in this physical plane, being in your own bodies, whichever bodies you are in right now. You are the ancestor souls. You are responsible to create this powerful atmosphere, spiritual atmosphere, so that other souls can take the support and resonate with your spiritual presence, their spiritual awaken their spiritual awareness, so that they can get back home, right?
So,
So
so, so, so when a mother has got extra love for a child, she fondles the child, she hugs the child. Can that be lust?
it is a trace of limited expression of love, right? If that's what is needed. But if I am taking some sense of fulfillment coming from that hugging and kissing and pampering, that is going to limit you from really experience what you're really capable of. Follow, right? So you definitely do what is needed for the soul, for the son or child. Give her, make them feel they're not alone, give that sense of belonging, but take it to the next level so that that need doesn't even arise. When you are there in the house, the son should feel my mom is around, and I don't have to feel anything else. You feel, right? So that is the level Baba is asking us to step up. It is not that you should stop fulfilling your responsibility as a mother to create that sense of belonging to the family. You do create that, but take it to the next level, that there is no need to give any more hugs and kisses. And if you look at the Western world, you got to tell million times I love you. Otherwise, they say like you don't love me anymore. So you got to keep pampering, even the spouse, and it becomes so overwhelming on the other side. Follow, right? It is not going to be sustainable, right? And then you have to always keep surprising, like, oh, you always have to keep thinking about me, you don't think about me anymore, and that is not, you don't love me anymore. So in other words, you see, right? So they are so dependent, so entangled, they drain you, spiritually, mentally, physically exhausted, right? So what Baba is asking us is, you step up your presence, your vibrations that you create in the house is so fulfilling and so loving and caring, that just you being there, they feel relaxed. It's not just by doing something, but your energy, your presence. And that is what Baba is asking us to practice. Practice soul consciousness, practice angelic stage, create this atmosphere with your vritti. Vritti is nothing but hold that mindset, hold that awareness that these are all souls, and bring that spiritual vibe, keep that spiritual vibe alive by paying attention to that. And that itself will create a very powerful ambience, right? So once you create that, once you make others feel that, there is no need for hugging and kissing and pampering and all kinds of things. And they don't even feel like needing. Did I answer? But definitely we go one step at a time. We don't become all of a sudden angel over, but yeah, slowly, little by little, little by little. And that is what this Murli is all about. Like, look how you can refine it little further. How can you move the needle a little bit more, little bit on one notch closer. But things doesn't happen overnight, but we slowly move the needle, little by little. Cool, Girija?
Yeah, but I think I have to churn on this because I really want to understand it at a deeper level.
That's true. That
That one sentence, as I told you, everything else fine. I want to really churn on it and think about it, because mother's love is one of, can never, never, never be anything of lust or anything. That's what I, as a mother, I feel, mother or grandmother. I think it needs, as you said, a little step up. Maybe, as
mm,
you said, that I think, as I told you, I need to really churn on it to experience it. What you said, I would like to work on it. But I won't say I have totally understood it, to be honest.
mm. So let me rephrase it. When when we think of Jagadamba, mother, right, Mama, we never got a chance to see her. We never got to see her, forget about hugging her or feeling her presence. But she is on earth, but so many souls worship her because all of them got the same experience, what a child experienced from a mother. So she did something which she didn't do anything at the physical level. She did everything at an angelic and incorporeal level, that the soul felt exactly what they experienced from a Laukik mother, the feeling safe, feeling loved, unconditionally loved, and all that good stuff. So Baba is pushing us to get there because we are ancestor souls. We got to give the same sense of motherly love to every soul, unconditionally. No dislike, no matter what. That kind of stuff. Cool. Yeah. Anyone else? Please go ahead.
Brother, there's somebody in the chat box, I think, who
Oh,
wants
yes.
to answer. We can get another opinion also.
Yes,
Brother
yes,
is
please.
waiting to answer.
Yes, please go ahead.
Um, Shanti, brother, good morning. Shanti, everyone. Well, I was attending a conference recently, and there one of the renowned forensic psychologist was talking about a theory called disruption circuitry. Sister, where they mentioned that disruption circuitry moment occurs when there's a conversion from thoughts to feeling. And that point wherein our thoughts are getting converted into feelings is the point where a person momentarily loses his awareness. And uh, any interaction with any person, be it physical or be it at the sensory level, like a vision, a voice, a touch, a taste, a smell, everything is bound to leave a trace on the psyche. So repeated interaction are bound to leave traces in the mind. So, with that thing said, the 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 talk there was actually related to physical abuses in people and how a doctor or a psychologist catches hold of a person who is a abuser, the victim and the abuser both. So there, the point was that these repeated interactions between two people are the ones which ultimately lead to abuse. And nearly 85% of such abuses are from the people whom you know. That's what was a striking statement there, that the people who know you are the ones who are bound to be so susceptible for a physical abuse. And the theory behind that was the interactions constantly are known to leave traces on the psyche, which ultimately turn the thoughts to feelings. So I think Baba also has said in a few Murlis wherein he said two people should not be there together for a longer time, brothers or be it sisters. I mean, I thought that can ultimately lead to conversations or some kind of attachment. So I think that Baba in this context says that any love means a trace of extra love means a trace of lust is a is a advanced version of saying that if you're constantly leaving traces of such interactions on the other person, sooner or later you might develop feelings to the other person. Whereas Baba says if you can stay connected to me all the time, then you are master oceans of. So I think I mean that was the latest understanding of mine from the conversation that was going on and the thing that I attended. Whereas for me, the take-home message from this Murli was that neither think of the speciality of others or the weaknesses of others, because both are the blessings of Baba. So let it be the property of Baba. Like the way I don't take pain or receive pain from others, let me not give that pain to others by thinking of others' weaknesses or by thinking or praising the speciality of others. Thank you. Om Shanti.
Very nice.
Brother, whoever, I don't know your name is Shanti. I really liked just one part of what you said, attachment. But I believe in one something called as pure love. You know, when Brahma Baba, I mean, when there's Padramani on the stage, when these dadis go on the stage, when they just put their hands around Dadi Gulzar, you know, a feeling, it's a pure feeling. It's something beyond that. it's now, you'll see some of them really, and Baba touching, like, I've seen such kind of pure thing over there. So for me, my question was only pure love of a mother. Can it be called? I cannot use that. You said abuse. I cannot use that word
Mm-hmm.
for a mother's love. I know you're speaking about psyche. I would really like to run away from that world and think about psyche, because I believe in the world of pure love. I hope the clock stops and I could really listen. But time also is there. But I still believe there is something called as pure love. I've seen dadis on the stage and all. I've seen pure love for Brahma Baba, which they had such pure. So I believe there's a world beyond all this where I can give the best form of pure love. Physical love is just a small expression and all. Like how the dadis put their hand around
Mm.
the Dadi
Yeah.
Gulzar and all. I've seen that. So that's why when that one sentence, as I said, one has to churn. I'm sorry about the time is running out, Amisha.
No, totally aligned. Totally agree. And totally agree. Brother, I don't know what's your name. It says Om Shanti.
I shall change the name soon, brother. It's Vinod.
Oh, it's Vinod
I'm
Bhai.
trying.
Acha. So, so one of the thing, I mean, like I really resonate with science and technology and R&D. So one of the things which I found from, I just want to share this last thought. The thought is most of the science, like all this forensic psychology and all of the stuff that they are doing research, they are, I mean, especially most of that stuff will be coming from in this Western world. I can understand where they come from because majority of them are single families. And majority of them, when we are talking about child abuse that is happening by either by the stepmother or by the stepfather, because they have to live there, they are minors, they are children, they stay with their father or mother, and I understand what the conclusion that they are deriving, like when they stay together they get physically abused or sexually abused as a child, at their molested at their young age and all other stuff. So I can understand where the sample data is picked up, and definitely I can understand they want to bring some benevolent conclusion out of whatever they are trying to do. One thing of sure, all the sample data that they have taken and they derived a conclusion out of it, none of them are spiritually aware. And I do understand, right? If you don't have spiritual awareness, only other awareness that is left to be aware of, to be conscious of, is this physical awareness. And by default, I totally align with you. When you stick around with some people, you start developing feelings, and then you start developing some, and of course all that feelings are all encoded, and for them mind is nothing but neuroscience, how the brain is encoded, how your neural networks are built. So they take a lot of neuroimaging and then they derive all of the data conclusions out of it. So there is a lot of correlation that it happens with the event, with the neuroimage, and that repetition of the being with the same person, how you develop a sense of closeness and physical intimacy and all kinds of stuff, and then it goes totally out of whack by being abusive and all of this stuff. But having said that, whatever Girija Ben is telling, I also totally align. But we as a Brahmins, we know we are spiritual. When we engage with each other, as long as we are holding that spiritual awareness, that seeing others as a soul, as just a light, not looking at their features, not looking at their color, texture, or any of the things. So that awareness will always bring us, and as long as we bring Baba in between each between one another, there is never going to be that that conclusion that forensic scientist psychologist made will not apply for us. I feel so. And definitely in recently Abhyakti Parivar Moini Devi was also asked this question: how do people who are in family, who are married and have kids, after married and having kids, they come into Gyan, how will their vritti between wife and husband changes afterwards? And then this question was brought up. And how do you live with each other, not having that feelings? Because you definitely had intimate relationship with each other, and how do you not have that feelings anymore? Right? So, and then they were sharing, like, look, so we have to make work staying spiritual. We have to bring Baba in between each one of us. And then they were saying that, look, that experience with Baba is so strong that this physical experience does not overtake us. So, anyhow, so we work at a different level compared to other psychologists. I mean, just some thoughts, but totally aligned. Lot to churn from this movie. Thank you, everyone. We'll connect tomorrow. Let's take a minute. Make yourself very comfortable being that special soul, that incorporeal but very real. Emerge your form. Make that spiritual love tangible. Make Baba tangible. Feel Baba's love and light in your heart. And allow Baba's love and light. Keep your angelic body alive. Dwell in your angelic light, angelic presence, and carry Baba in your presence for the rest of the day. Om Shanti, Shanti, Shanti.
Om Shanti. Thank you, Baba. Thank you, Harshabai. Thank you, Divine Family. We shall meet again tomorrow at 5 a.m. Until then, all have a great day ahead. Om Shanti.